I've been in Japan for about 2 weeks and my trip is almost over, and in this video I want to talk with you about a couple reasons why I think the Japanese will not be able to do the Asian squat in the next 10 to 20 years. There are a combination of factors that mean that the Japanese are not going to be using their hip muscles and their leg muscles in a way that helps them sustain this very natural human position. And we're going to talk about all of them in this video. Now, if you're ready, let's get ready to think right, move right, and feel right. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that I talk a lot about doing the deep squat, the Slav squat, the Asian squat, the Ethiopian squat, the African squat, the indigenous squat, the kimchi squat, the whatever you want to call it, deep human squat. In order to be able to do the deep squat, you need to have hip and leg muscles that allow you to get into this position comfortably. Your ankle muscles, your knee muscles all have to allow this position, and in order for the muscles to be able to do that, they need to practice this position. This goes back to the concept of RPP, repeated position practice. In other words, you just get good at the positions you repeat a lot. And to be very clear, being able to do a deep Asian squat is not just a genetic thing, which is why I think many Japanese people are going to lose the ability to do the deep Asian squat over the coming years, if they haven't already lost the ability already, which I'm going to talk about. When you visit Japan, you'll notice that the Japanese society is really good at solving convenience problems. They have created all kinds of things to smooth out the slightly rough edges in life. When it's raining, you'll notice that every single store has an umbrella rack for you to leave your wet umbrella so that you don't drip water into the store. Or at some stores, you'll find umbrella bags, little plastic bags that are shaped specifically for your umbrella, so you can just stick your umbrella in and then walk through the store with the water contained securely within that bag. But the biggest example of the Japanese inventing something to make your life feel a little bit more smooth and easy is the electronic bidet that you'll find on nearly every toilet. The electronic bidet is available in any hotel that you check into, and it's also available in public restrooms, in subway stations, in museums, in train stations. Basically anywhere you go, you're gonna find an electronic bidet to wash your butt. And the electronic bidet is the #1 reason why I think the Japanese are going to be gradually losing the ability to do the deep Asian squat. The Western style toilet upon which the electronic bidet sits has basically destroyed the hips and legs and knees and ankles of people who live in Western societies. And in Japan, where they used to be really good at using the squat toilet, they're no longer using the squat toilet, even if it is still available from time to time in different public restrooms. And if you aren't using the squat toilet to do a deep squat pretty often the way you would have done until the invention of the Western style toilet, you're going to lose the ability to deep squat. Now you might be saying, hey, if the squat toilet is still available, can't people just choose to use that? You said that they're in public restrooms still. And my answer to that is people usually choose convenience. I like to deep squat, but I'm not gonna do the whole awkward dance of taking my pants off and putting them right around my knees and then awkwardly trying to wipe, when I can just go sit on a Western style toilet with an electronic bidet that's gonna squirt nice warm water at my butthole and get me all nice and clean. But the electronic bidet and Western style toilets are not the only reason the Japanese are going to lose their ability to do the deep squat. Because this is a well-developed convenience society, they have chairs and benches everywhere. I've even seen cool little folding stools that you can use when you're done surfing and you want to sit down and strip off your wetsuit. When you go to a Japanese onsen, there are also little stools that you sit on to wash yourself clean before you get into the hot springs. There's also a negative connotation to sitting in a deep squat in public because it's called the Yankee Zuari or the Unko Zuari. The term Yankee Zuari derives from post-World War II Japan, when young delinquents would dress in American style and squat around with their buddies thinking about ways to do, I don't know, bad stuff. whatever it was, they were most definitely smoking cigarettes and looking super cool. And the term unkozuwari means poo sitting, which is not something you want to do in public, like on a subway platform. Earlier in this trip, we visited one of my wife's Japanese friends who lives in Osaka. She and her sister, who are middle-aged like me, were unable to do the deep Asian squat. Neither of them had tried to do the deep squat in a long time because there was just never any need, and they were both shocked to discover that when they went down, they couldn't keep their heels down on the ground, so they had to do this in order to get into the deepest squat they could. The children in the family, however, were able to do the deep squat no problem because they were doing that all the time to get down low to the floor and play with toys. Now, I don't think Japan is totally doomed, and I think there's one thing about Japanese society that could help maintain hip mobility and hip comfort in the deep Asian squat for the Japanese people. The thing that's going to help save Japanese squatting ability is the bath culture. The Japanese love taking baths. It's basically a daily thing, so you get into a nice deep bathtub, and if you are doing it in a specific way, you might be working on your squat a little bit every single day, but if you're using your arms to lower yourself in and just keeping yourself in a sitting position the whole time, it's not going to help at all. When you're done with your bath, if you don't use your hands and arms a lot, you could also get yourself out of the bathtub by doing a squat, which could be really good, but it is only basically a once a day thing, so it's not really enough squat stimulus to really help you really keep doing the squat. So there you have it. My prediction is within the next 10 to 20 years, the Japanese are gonna see a massive increase in the inability to do the deep Asian squat and a massive increase in hip discomfort and hip pain. Unfortunately, that means Western style orthopedics are probably going to explode here, and this is going to be a major profit center, but hopefully the Japanese people will orient themselves more towards exercise, movement, and restoring natural human ability to save themselves some heartache and some money in the long run. What do you think is going to happen in Japan? Do you think my predictions are way off base? Do you think there's some way they can save themselves from the coming orthopedic onslaught? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're looking for a program to rebuild your body at home, check out uprighthealth.com/DIY and find a program that's going to work for you. And if you're looking for a program to help you with your deep Asian squat, go to that page and you will find it linked there. If you're looking for free videos to help you with your deep Asian squat, then check out my playlist, which you'll find linked here. To support this channel and for exclusive content, find me on Patreon or use the join and thanks buttons on YouTube or the donate link you'll find in the description box. Like, share, and subscribe with the bell notification on, and as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks, life shouldn't.